By day, the village of Ajanaku looked ordinary. Children ran near the river, their laughter carried by the wind.
Men sat beneath the old Iroko tree, speaking of rain, harvest, and time. Nothing about the village warned you of the night. Because when the sun disappeared, Ajanaku changed. Doors closed earlier than expected. Cooking fires were put out, and silence took over. The villagers said it was tradition. They said it was respect. They said the night belonged to rest. But the truth was simpler. They were afraid. Amara returned to the village after 10 years away. She had left as a child, sent to the city after her mother's sudden death. Now grown, she returned seeking peace and answers she could never explain.
On her first night back, she noticed the silence. Not the peaceful kind that brings sleep, but the kind that listens. When the moon rose high, Amara heard it. Footsteps. Slow, careful, measured. The next morning, Amara asked the elders what she had heard. They smiled gently and told her she must have been dreaming. They said city life makes the mind restless. They said some sounds are better ignored.
But Amara knew what she heard. So the second night she stayed awake. From her window, she watched shadows move between huts. Not strangers, not thieves, villagers.
People she had greeted that very morning. They moved toward the edge of the village, toward the forest. By the third night, curiosity overcame fear. Amara followed them.
They gathered before the old shrine at the edge of the forest. No torches were lit, no songs were sung, no prayers were spoken aloud. The air felt heavy.
An elder man stepped forward. He did not speak to the people. He spoke to the ground beneath his feet. He spoke of promises made long ago, of protection asked for and granted.
The village was not haunted, it was bound.
Once a year, the night was returned to what protected them. No fires, no outsiders, only silence. Then a dry branch snapped beneath Amara's foot. Every head turned. The forest went still. The elder looked toward the shadows where Amara stood. There was no anger in his eyes, only sadness. He said to Amara, "You were not meant to see this." The next morning, Amara packed her belongings. As she reached the village gate, an old woman stepped into her path. She said to Amara, "You can leave, but the village will stay with you." Amara left Ajanaku that day. Years passed. She lived among noise and light, far from red earth and moonlit paths. But on quiet nights,
When the world still,
she heard footsteps and remembered the night the village kept a secret.